Hi, Nick Dogle, North State Law. Welcome to the Facebook group for North Carolina licensed professionals. Today we're going to discuss daycares, also known as child care facilities. So a couple things that I wanted to get into was the requirements for owners of child care facilities, as well as administrators of those facilities and the day-to-day employees, basically the people that watch our children. Now, starting off at the top, for somebody to have a daycare in the state of North Carolina, there, as you can imagine, are strict policies and procedures that must be adhered to, applications that must be done, background checks that must be had, filing fees that must be paid, things of that nature. It is a long process. One of the main things is making sure that a potential owner has a correct facility with the correct layout, make sure that it passes sanitation inspections. It's a long list, way too long for me to get into the meat and potatoes of it right here. The other thing that they would have to operate a daycare is a certified administrator for the facility. Now, they could hire somebody that has that certification. That certification would be through the Department of Health and Human Services, Division of Child Development and Early Education. That process in and of itself is not too time consuming, but there are a number of things that go into it. The main thing is education for the administrator. If they have the education and they're able to get the transcripts sent sealed and unopened, either to them or directly to the department, that's going to be step one, basically. And then from there, you can go in the application process, get that uploaded on their site. The other main thing to be aware of in regards to child care, and this goes to a lot of the parents out there, child care workers, the day-to-day people, like I said, that watch our children, they're not required to have a license. However, the oversight that they have is they can be put on what's called a child endangerment registry with that same department, North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services, Division of Child Development and Early Education. So say somebody is accused of maltreatment of a child at a child care, daycare facility, whatever you want to call it. They will receive a letter from that department. The attorneys that handle that are with the Attorney General's office. So the Attorney General's office represents that State Department. So that letter will basically give the employee 15 days to request a contested hearing. If they don't do that, then they're going to more than likely be put on that child endangerment registry and be prevented from ever working at a daycare facility again. Now, this is through the Office of Administrative Hearings. That is basically for lack of a better phrasing, the licensing board for state departments. That's how they do hearings to determine if somebody's going to be put on a registry in this example, or if the insurance commission is going to take somebody's insurance license, things like that. So it's very important to, if you are a daycare worker and you do receive one of those, to fight it. There's ways of working it out. There's ways of fighting it if the allegations are unsubstantiated and never happened. If you like doing if you like working with children and you feel like you were wrongly accused of something, there's a process for that to be heard in front of an administrative law judge. If you're a parent and you are curious if your daycare is going about things the right way and making sure that they have the right people watching your children, you can actually go on to the North Carolina Child Maltreatment Registry and request to see, if you know specific information about whoever was watching your children, see if they're on that registry. It gets a little bit difficult because you have to have a lot of their personal information, which is not going to be readily available to you. But you might be able to talk to somebody at your daycare and try to see about that information. But anyways, that's all for today. As always, please, I encourage everybody to get more involved at ask questions, help each other out, and as always, invite other people into the group if you feel like they might benefit. So everybody have a great weekend. Look forward to Thanksgiving. So happy holidays on that, and I'll be back the following week after Thanksgiving. Have a great day. Bye-bye.